I want you to think about what you are wanting to leave in 2024 and really think about that release energy. Winter solstice is a deep sort of like death, rebirth energy. So what do you want to leave and release in this year? And what do you want to step up and into in 2025? Hello gorgeous souls, and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and today's video is all about the winter solstice happening on Saturday the 21st of December 2024. And the winter solstice is an amazing time to wrap up our year, leave anything in 2024 that's no longer serving us, and really start the reflection process ahead of New Year and ahead of setting our beautiful intentions for the brand new year. So in today's video, I'm going to give you the full down low and energy report of winter solstice, and also some prompts and a ritual that you can do on the 21st of December to celebrate and welcome in the winter season. But if you're new here to my channel, then welcome. My name is Emma. I'm an award-winning life coach, 3 times best-selling manifestation author, law of attraction YouTuber here on my channel, and I'm the host of the #1 spirituality podcast on iTunes, Spiritual Queens Badass Podcast. And here on my channel, I cover all things law of attraction, manifestation, spirituality, and self-help. So not only do I really hope you're going to enjoy this video, but the abundance of videos here on my channel over the last 10 years. So the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere is happening on Saturday, the 21st of December at 9:19 a.m. And of course, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then you will be experiencing the summer solstice. So I will link below my summer solstice ritual and prompts so you can follow along with that information, because it'll be more appropriate to the season that you are entering into. And the winter solstice carries a big theme of turning our energy inwards, going into the divine feminine energy, resting, slowing down, and releasing before the new year. So whereas the summer energy is very outwards, divine masculine, we're going out, we're manifesting, we're achieving, this divine feminine winter energy is more about going within, looking at any inner work or shadow work that's coming up, resting, recuperating, and really nurturing your soil, your energy to be able to step into your best year yet. More traditionally, it is known as the shortest day of the year, marking the longest night and the shortest daylight. It officially marks the start of winter and also our journey back to the light. So good news, we are now at the darkest point of the year, so that means the evenings are going to start to get lighter, brighter, and we're returning towards that light of summer energy. So as the days begin to lengthen, we're feeling that promise of spring coming in the air shortly. And it's also a time for deep reflection, rest, gentleness, recharging, and also a great time to celebrate your year. So celebrate everything that you've achieved in 2024 and celebrate yourself, and also refocus your energy and get clarity on what you want your next 12 months to look like. So winter solstice is the ideal time to set those goals for the year ahead for 2025, the next 12 months. So one ritual that I'm going to get you to do a little bit later on in this video is to start looking at your goals for the next 12 months ahead and sowing those seeds in this fertile winter soil. And also notice if any inner work's been coming up, any limiting beliefs, any shadow work. This is the perfect time as we slow down for the festive season and give that rest and spaciousness in our life to focus on those things that maybe we haven't had time to focus on over the autumn or pre-winter energy. So really focus on tying up anything that you need to before you enter into the new year, which is one of your tasks. That might look like decluttering and creating this space, but also making sure that you're dealing with your emotional world too, so that you are releasing anything that you don't need to carry into a new year, and you're also not carrying those limiting beliefs in with you, so you can step forwards into a new abundant timeline. So how does the winter solstice connect into the new year energy? So if you are a regular here on my channel, you will know from previous years that I always do this series of videos that lead us towards the ultimate new year manifesting rituals and the new year things that you are going to do to welcome in a brand new year and set those abundant intentions for the year ahead. So what I've released so far on my channel, which I will also link down below for you, is my end of year review. So I would start off with that video and then tie it in with this winter solstice video. And then over the coming weeks, I'll be releasing some videos and rituals for you to help take you through my end of year 3-step process of reflect, rejoice, and reset. So that reset is what we do at New Year when we're hitting that reset button. We're stepping into that New Year's energy with clear clarity on our goals. So although the winter solstice is a great time to set your goals for the next 12 months ahead, I'd also really focus on the last new moon of 2024, which is on the 30th of December. It's the new moon in Capricorn, and the new moon in Capricorn astrologically is arguably one of the best times to set your intentions for the year ahead. So between the 21st and the 30th, perfect time to set those goals. But with this winter solstice energy, you might want to start to think about what you want to manifest over the next 12 months and really start to inquire with yourself what that looks like and really allow them to start to take form so that you can powerfully set those intentions on New Year and on the 30th of December with that new moon in Capricorn. But one question I really want to ask you to get you started with your winter solstice practice is, what are you ready to release and leave in 2024? So although we had our last full moon of the year on the 15th of December, that energy is still around. You can still work with that energy. That was that full moon in Gemini. So on that new moon, we were really focusing, as Mercury went direct again, really releasing anything now that is no longer serving us and leaving it firmly in 2024. But you can still do that. You don't necessarily need the full moon to do that. Actually, the winter solstice energy equally supports that too. So I want you to think about what you are wanting to leave in 2024 and really think about that release energy. Winter solstice is a deep sort of like death rebirth energy. So what do you want to leave and release in this year, and what do you want to step up and into in 2025? And in winter, as we know, with nature itself, it rests, it recharges, it rests, it slows down to be able to grow and bloom next spring and summer. So right now, think about how you can recharge your batteries. How can you slow down? How can you rest? How can you reset? Now that Mercury has gone direct on the 15th of December, we now have that clarity, we've had that reset. So we can now use this in our winter solstice practice to really get clear on what we're ready to release, what we're resetting, and what we are leaving firmly in this year. So your key themes to think of this winter solstice is celebration, releasing, and reflecting. So I would love for you now to join me with writing down your answers to these journaling prompts. I will also pop them in the description box for ease, so you've got them written down as well. So grab your journal, grab your pen, and set the scene, make yourself a nice drink. Make sure you can give your full intentional energy to this practice, because you'll receive so much more from this when you give it your full energy. And of course, you can do these prompts with me now, even before the 21st of December and this ritual. But if you can do it on Saturday, the 21st of December for the winter solstice, then please make sure to do so. Even if you're doing it a day before or a couple of days afterwards, that energy is still there a good few days before and a good few days afterwards. So you have plenty of time to do this. So your first journaling prompt in your winter solstice ritual is, what area of my life do I need to shine some light on? So the winter solstice is all about inviting that light back in as we move towards lighter, brighter days. So what area of your life do you need to shine some light on? Your next prompt, similarly themed, is, where do I need to let the light back in? Maybe some areas of your life have felt heavy or maybe stuck and stagnant. So where do you need to let the light back into your life? Your next prompt is, how can I slow down and rest? A really important question to ask yourself. So please make sure to action this one, because over this energy between winter solstice and new year, you really want to rest. Create that expansive energy to recharge your batteries so that come new year, you're feeling your most expansive, bright self. Your next prompt is, how can I celebrate myself? One of the biggest themes of the winter solstice is celebrating yourself and celebrating your year. So I would love for you to write down something you are going to do this week to celebrate yourself and celebrate your year, and make sure you action this too. Your next prompt is, what beautiful seeds of intention do I want to sow in 2025? So with this prompt, don't see it as, I have to know all of what I'm going to manifest here and now. This is just sowing those seeds, sowing that intention. So just challenge yourself to start to think about what you would like to call in over the next 12 months in 2025. You can just begin that inquiry, and over the next week or so, it will begin to get clearer as you do this work. And a nature themed question, just because we do these rituals on the turning points of the seasons. What have the seasons taught me this year? So what have you learned as you've navigated through these seasonal shifts? What have you learned as you've done these rituals with me throughout the year for the solstices and equinoxes? So really dive into what the seasons have taught you this year and see what wisdom comes through. So I really hope you have enjoyed those prompts. And of course, I've got some rituals that you can follow on the 21st of December to embody and bring this winter solstice energy into action. So I've mentioned it a little bit before, but I would love for you to really think about what seeds of intention intention you want to plant for the next 12 months. So what do your intentions for 2025 look like? You might want to do this as a journaling exercise. You might want to write a list. Go with what feels good to you. It might even look like a vision board, but however you feel called to create your intentions, write them down or create imagery with them so you can get clear on what you'd like to call in. Another big theme of the winter solstice is wrapping up loose ends. We do not want to be taking little things and to-do lists into the new year. We want clear, concise energy, and we want to create the space for new energy, up-leveling and abundance to come in. So please make sure between now and New Year that you wrap up any loose ends. If it's going to the dentist, taking the dog to the groomers, all those little things that we have in our life admin to-do list, please make sure to try and wrap up as many of them as possible so that you can enter into the new year with fresh, clear energy. Another great thing that I love to do on the equinoxes and solstices is declutter. Now, we all know how to physically declutter, and I would highly recommend, I love doing this at the end of the year, physically decluttering my home and space to again create the space for new energy and abundance to enter, and to just allow my space and energy to feel really clear as I enter into a new year. So I will do a physical declutter of my home. I'll do a declutter of my energy as well with some white sage or aura spray or crystals, meditation, whatever I'm feeling. But also don't forget that we can emotionally and spiritually declutter as well. So I will pop my video down below of how to emotionally, physically and spiritually declutter so that you can follow along with that ritual. But do have a sort through, even if it's through one drawer or one room. It doesn't have to be your whole house. It can be if you want it to be. But I love ending my year with creating that spaciousness and that reset in my life so that I feel inspired in my spaces, but also the energy feels ready to welcome in new abundance too. And as I always say, whenever I declutter my space, new abundance, whether it's money, opportunities, or whatever, a manifestation comes in because we create the space in our life to hold and sustain that. So don't underestimate the power of decluttering. Give it a try and see what manifests into your life. And you could also pull some oracle cards. I love doing this, whether it's tarot or an oracle card. Pull some oracle cards for the winter season or even the 12 months ahead. Ask your oracle card or oracle deck, what you need to know right now, what your themes or focuses should be during these winter months, or you could do a 12 card spread for the year ahead. But I find it's always nice to get some wisdom and some insight into what I should be focusing on and what's going to be coming up for me over the upcoming season. So there you have it. There is your winter solstice prompts and ritual. And most importantly, one thing that I always forget to say, but the most important is make sure to get out in nature as well on the winter solstice. I know it's cold, I know it's December, but if you can get outside into nature, into experiencing the shifts of the season, it's so magical to witness and really helps to just amplify all of the great energy work that you're doing with your prompts and with your practical rituals as well. And I also have a winter solstice meditation that I will link down below for you as well to really again just highlight and help with the themes that I've mentioned in this video. So you can find that down below as well. I really highly recommend doing this after this video, after this ritual, to again just release and let go of anything that's no longer serving you so that you can step into a brand new year with fresh energy, up-leveled energy, and the energy you do want to experience and embody. But let me know what you are going to do this winter solstice. I'd love to know what you plan to get up to and how you feel after completing this ritual. Please let me know down below. I'd love to hear it. And whatever you're doing this winter solstice, make sure you celebrate, get out in nature, and really celebrate yourself this year and all the incredible work that you have done, because you deserve to celebrate yourself and celebrate the winter energy coming in. And everything that I've mentioned throughout this video, including the prompts, can be found down below in the description box for you. And of course, as I mentioned, don't forget there are more videos coming your way. My end of year review video is already out, so you can go and complete that one. And keep your eyes peeled over the upcoming weeks for meditations, affirmations, and New Year's rituals to supercharge your desires in 2025. But thank you so much, gorgeous souls, for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I love to reply to them all. And don't forget you can also join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. I hope you have a fabulous week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love.